It is that time, Tea Time Thursday. Standing by with me is our in-house PGA professional, Mark Smith.
Morning.
What's
How are
up,
ya?
my brother?
How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
Good. It's a little warm still.
It's a little warm,
Right.
yeah, a little sticky out there. Those fairways
Right.
have been wet. We've been busy weather-wise. Next week promises a lot better.
Good.
But,
And there's
you
still
know,
great golf in the fall.
the golf season, it's my favorite golf season.
It is.
The fairways get fast, the greens will get firm, and the ball runs. And for us short hitters, that's a good thing.
Okay, that's
So,
good. And some beautiful sights too. If you go up
Right.
north, you
Oh,
get
the
beautiful
foliage. Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
going to be happening around here as well. Okay, what are we working on today? Very
I
important.
thought we'll talk about alignment.
Yeah, fundamental of golf, alignment.
Absolutely. I see so many issues, and really with some students that they're pulling the ball or pushing the ball, and it just comes down to an alignment issue.
Right. It may just be your feet, your shoulders, hips, right?
Very simple.
Okay.
Very simple.
Well,
So what I did
help
down
us out.
here is I laid a couple of alignment poles down, and I have a great umbrella out front there.
Oh,
gonna
please, get that.
It's going to be our
If I had
target.
seen that, I'll take this 6-iron to it.
That's going to be our target. So what I like to see with alignment is there's two types of alignment. There's your target line, which is indicated by this pole, as well as that little ball right there, and of course our target. And then we have our toe line or shoulder line, which needs to be a little bit different. Your foot line, your toe line, and your shoulder line should not be pointing to your target.
Step
If
way
that
back here,
happens-
Damon.
If that
Right back
happens,
this way, right behind him.
if that happens, we
right
get
back
out
here
of
so
alignment.
You can see the line.
So I'm going to use this little dowel rod. I'm going to put this in between my
I haven't seen that
loops.
before. That's
just
fantastic.
going to stick the loops in here. And then if you see this dowel rod here down on the floor,
There
I
you
want
go.
this to be aligned up. And if you notice, this is not pointing to my target. If I'm pointing to my target, do I look like I'm in a line? I'm not in alignment. I need to be slightly left of my target. So if I take a practice swing, I could see I'm parallel here. I'm going to take back. I have a little rotation. This is great for rotation also.
Right.
And then back and through, right down the target line. So if I hit one here, I'm going to line up. My face of my club is down the target line. My shoulders, my toes are just slightly left of target, and I'll hit one right over Michigan.
That's
Little
it.
pitch shot.
I have not seen this before. That is fantastic.
Yeah, a
Hey.
little dowel rod you can get at a hardware store, and
Right.
it's a great training aid that you can use for rotation as well as alignment.
Right, well, I use one of these for my feet all the time, but I've also got another that I frequently use here. I'll just stick that in my
That
belt.
that could be used also.
Right,
Absolutely.
I have not seen that before. That is a great tip,
Oh, good.
Mark.
Thanks.
Fantastic. What are we working with when we come back?
Some pitching
Okay.
and how to get the ball flight high.
Time for our second segment with Mark Smith, our PGA professional, who's going to help us with our golf game. And Mark, we're working on the most important part of the game in this next segment. We're going to cover a couple things, pitching, and also how to hit that high soft shot that we see all the pros do on weekends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the most important parts of the game.
Well, the short game.
I think every shot's the most important shot, right?
True, true.
All right, I've got 3 wedges in my
Right.
hand. I have a 52, a 56, and a 60. And I just want to learn how to control the distance with these.
Okay.
And I can create some different shots with this. I'm going to hold on to these. I'll start with my 52.
Right.
And all I'm going to look at, I want to hit my 52, and if I picture a clock right in front of me. Okay, you're looking at a clock. This is 8 o'clock. This is 4 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And if I just hit some balls if I get my hands to 8 o'clock, swing through to 4 o'clock, 8 to 4. Hit a couple shots like that with the 52, then take the 56, do the same thing. Then you can kind of memorize and feel how far those balls are going.
And yeah, what's good to do is when you hit those shots, you pace them off if you're not at a range with distances, and you put down a little bucket or a handkerchief or something, or a head cover, and then you know how far you're hitting those clubs with those different length swings.
Right. How the ball reacts is
Right.
really important too.
Right.
And it's important to use your 3 wedges or 4 wedges, how many wedges you have in your bag. Experiment with the different clubs.
Well, you've
There's a
got what
great
there?
many-
You've got the
This is a
52, that's a 60
This is
coming
the
up.
60, and then again, just 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, hit one from From 9 o'clock, swing through to 3 o'clock, and always feel an acceleration through the shot.
Yeah, you always want to accelerate through a shot, whether it's your drive, whether it's with an iron, a wedge, or your putter. You want to actually accelerate with your putter through the ball.
On occasion, we need to play a little specialty shot. So a little more advanced is to get this ball high in the air, let it land, and let it hit soft.
Something you see Phil Mickelson do with such great aplomb.
All the time.
Yeah.
Well, last segment we talked about alignment. We want to be left, but we want to be a little bit more left for a higher shot. So I'm going to turn my alignment rod this way, open my body, so I'm really to the left side. I'm going to open my face of the club, so I want to hit the bottom of this sole, okay? With this said, I want to feel a lot of arms and hands going through. I don't have a lot of turn with my body, but it's mostly arm motion. I want to hit the ground, and I just use nice soft hands up and flop that right on up there.
Now that went high and soft, and it didn't go far, even though you did accelerate through the ball. Your back swing was shorter, so that it allowed you to accelerate all the way through the ball.
Keeping that weight forward, letting the hands do most of the work for that special flop shot.
Well, that was what was sweet. You know, I'm out at the range. I love living on the range. It's my therapy and keeps me sane. And I see a lot of guys come out there and start out with driver. But, you know, what I said is the most important part of the game, the short game, because 50% of your shots are inside 100 yards, aren't they?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, you really want to work on these. And those tips that Mark just shared with you will help you a lot. Distance control, hitting it high and soft, and really practice with those clubs. So you got to spend time. All different clubs.
Different tools.
Different swings. You got to hit different lengths. Golf is a big time numbers game, and hope those tips improve you. Mark, thanks a lot so much. We look forward to Tee Time Thursday for next week.